Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Schmattz Outdoors. I'm just getting down here to check my muskrat sets again. Today is the last day, but I'm actually not going to pull them this morning. I'm going to leave them till this afternoon. We'll do 2 checks again today. I have plenty of other fur work to do today, trying to get ready to sell next weekend, so we're going to leave them, and I don't know when I'll check them this afternoon. It'll be, obviously, right before dark sometime or mid-afternoon, I don't know. But they'll be in here for 7-8 hours probably without, before I check them again. So we're going to leave them and do 2 checks again today, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up before I get out there. It's actually a pretty nice day. It's a little chilly, but it's no wind or anything today, so we'll get out there. Let's see if we got anything for you. All right, guys, here's the first trap in the morning here. Come on. Should be up a little so you guys can see a little better. So it really got cold the night last night, so looks like my plug really froze up. And I did bring my headlamp today, which actually is super nice because I can see that my trap is still working. And I can also see the debris, or any debris I happen to knock in there. Oops. All right. Plug back in there. I'm not so sure that this one's even worth leaving, but we're gonna leave her till this afternoon, and then I'll pull the whole works all at once. All right, we'll shut you guys off. I'm going to get some snow and pack over the top of this, and then we'll be on our way. All right, it's definitely colder out here today. My hands are cold already, and I'm only just getting started here. And I haven't even really dunked them in the water or nothing yet. Put you guys up just a little so you can see better. So some of the slush kind of fell in, so I'm actually using that to help kind of plug it up here. Now we gotta make sure we get it covered over with snow. Good. So I'm trying to do a little bit quicker check today just because I got lots of stuff to do. Okay, that one's still set. That's the thing too, like, I don't know how some guys can walk up to a house like, oh, this one here is gonna have muskrats in there. I have no idea how the heck they do it, because I seem to think that every house is gonna have muskrats in it, or a good chance, but yet like this one here hasn't been messed with. You know, just not catching the numbers of muskrats that I had hoped to catch doing this on this for a slough that I did not trap. So not that that's saying that nobody trapped it, but I'm about the only trapper in my area, so I'd be very surprised if somebody else was out here. There's my nice wet stuff. I'll try and keep that. Oh, that one's still set today. I mean, I'm honestly not, from what I've seen the last couple checks here, I'm not expecting huge numbers here. If I can catch a couple, 2 would be real awesome. If we get that, I'll explain to you why. Alright, we're gonna shut you off. I got a little ways to walk till the next set. And that one's still set. Push that plug right back in there so I'll it come out of there. Let's see. We're gonna pack some more snow around it though. As you guys can maybe see too, I have a little path. I don't need to necessarily flag all my sets. I know I'm walking exactly the same spot over and over again. If I was out here continually adding more sets and stuff, then I'd be a little more concerned about it. But what I have out is what I'm gonna get out. So like I said, I told you yesterday, like right over here, like I don't know, 15 yards, there's actually another nice smaller hut that I probably should have trapped, but I did not know it was there. So I seen it the other day when I was leaving. I could see it from the road. This hut has been pretty tore up on the inside here. Can't really see what's going on in here. Oop. That's the first trap I've had set off that didn't have a muskrat in it. Of all the checks now, so I feel like that's doing way better than the first time I tried this. First time I tried it, I was getting like 75% of my traps were set off and still catching about the same amount of muskrats, honestly, but let's see. And like I said, I got all kinds of wet stuff on this one. Just get that wet stuff kind of packed back in there. Whole bunch of snow right here, so we're gonna use that. Alright, we'll shut you guys off. We'll turn you back on when I get to the next one here. Alright, I got to the next hut. I didn't realize you guys weren't turned on, so I just chopped it open. My trap chain wasn't really tight, but my trap is set off. And I got myself a nice little muskrat. First one of the day. We'll take that. He is not big. He's pretty small, but again, we're just going to, there we go, nice. Whoa. A bit of fresh snow right there. There you go. He's not big. He's not a monster by any means, but one for the pail. Hoping to catch one more today. Between the rest of this check, which I got about half a dozen more traps to check here. Oh yeah. So again, this is the one that was kind of iced up on the inside, like swicked up, like they had really been, it got cold enough to freeze, but they had really been using it. Because everything wasn't like it was just froze over the top. It was like swicked up, like they had been walking around. That's part of the fun of doing this too. Like, you're sticking your arm, elbow deep inside of one of these houses, feeling around with a live trap in your hand. I'm just trying to get it set the best I can. I mean, obviously I did pretty good the last time, but gotta get my, okay. Get those back in there. I should have pulled out a little more wet stuff as long as I had my hand in there, but we'll be okay. We'll do it. We'll make sure tonight when I pull this trap, we'll make sure that I get all these sealed up real tight. I'll pull out a whole bunch of debris and stuff, and they'll fill them back in if they're still using them. Alright, the last one in this little section. I got one more down the road just a little after this one. I did check the mink set. It's still set. There was no fresh tracks or anything there, so Interesting. There's just a lot of floating debris in here on top of where my trap was setting. Thought maybe, just maybe, I had a catch here, but I did not. So you guys witnessed it here first. I got my thumb caught again, right above the knuckles again. I've done it each day. See, it even leaves a little mark on my glove. Just wasn't setting very good right there. So I had to chop open. I kind of like where it was sitting there though. So what I'm doing in the house is I'm basically grabbing my trap like this, and then I know I'm not going to get caught, even though I just did. But what happened on this one is the pan, this jaw is super loose, and when I grabbed onto it like that, the jaw moved, and and I just dropped my trap in the hole here. Okay, now we really got a hole to try and plug. I did get some nice new wet stuff when I pulled my trap out of there. Get that in there. Some of this older stuff was still wet. So that's kind of funny too, like this house, this stuff didn't hardly freeze in there at all. But then the next one, it froze up just rock solid to the point you can't hardly move. Dig around in there. There we go. I think we're okay with that. All right, I got one trap left to check. Hopefully there's a rat in there. All right, last trap of the check here. This is probably my set that I have the least faith that's actually going to catch something, but you just never know. That one's still sitting there. All right, well, one muskrat for 18 traps. Not good. All right, we'll shut you guys off. We'll see you guys this afternoon.